Everyone is chasing the next NVIDIA, but almost nobody is asking a more fundamental question. What is powering artificial intelligence itself? When OpenAI and NVIDIA announced a massive 10-gigawatt GPU buildout, backed by up to $100 billion, the headlines were all about chips. But here's what most investors miss. Those GPUs will need an enormous amount of energy, and the US grid is still running mostly on oil, gas, and coal. Clearly, they're not fully ready to support this. This is where a little-known nuclear technology called small modular reactors could become a core pillar behind AI's future. AI data centers run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That means they need baseload power that solar and wind cannot guarantee. Today, oil and gas account for more than 70% of America's energy, and nuclear energy contributes just 10%. We are bolting an energy-hungry AI revolution onto a fragile fossil-heavy grid. Small modular reactors, or SMRs, could be the solution. Unlike old multi-gigawatt nuclear plants that take a decade to build, SMRs are compact, factory-built, and shipped to sites for fast assembly. They run continuously without emissions, can be scaled in steps, and complement renewables when the sun goes down or the wind dies. Analysts see a $7 billion SMR market by 2030, but with AI's exponential growth, that number may be conservative. SMRs can generate up to 300 megawatts of electricity each. Instead of building one massive plant that takes a decade, SMRs break the process down into smaller, repeatable steps. There are 4 stages. First, a company must secure design certification from the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Next comes site licensing and permitting, which means environmental studies, seismic reviews, and safety plans. Once approvals are in place, the modules are manufactured in factories under strict quality controls. Finally, the finished units are shipped, assembled on site, tested, and connected to the grid. The Nuclear Energy Agency highlights why this modular approach matters. Large reactors get cheaper as they scale up, benefiting from economies of scale. SMRs start at a higher cost point, but they can close that gap differently. By moving more work from the field into factories and snapping together standardized modules like Lego bricks, they unlock their own learning curve. That means costs fall as production ramps up, while projects become easier and faster to deliver. And this is not just theory. Global progress proves the momentum. According to the World Nuclear Association's SMR Global Tracker, 127 distinct designs have been proposed worldwide. Of those, 74 are in active development and 7 are already operating or under construction. The United States leads with multiple programs, but China, Russia, the UK, and Argentina are all pushing forward at speed. The promise is huge, but the challenges are equally as real. Licensing takes years, even for certified designs like NuScale's, which cannot begin construction before 2026. Supply chains for advanced fuels are thin. Modular construction has not always delivered promised speed, with factory bottlenecks delaying projects abroad. Public opposition and safety concerns also remain hurdles. In the US, 2 companies stand out: NuScale Power and Oklo. Their stories in 2025 could not be more different. NuScale shares spiked more than 120% early in the year on White House support and Department of Energy funding, before settling back to around $36, still double where they began. Oklo, meanwhile, surged from $25 post-SPAC to $115 by September, a 400% rally fueled almost entirely by investor enthusiasm, despite having no certified design or site license. Now let's get technical here. NuScale's power module is an NRC-certified light water reactor delivering 77 megawatts each. It is standardized, proven, and refueled every 18 to 21 months. Plant owners can deploy 4, 6, or 12 modules depending on demand. In contrast, Oklo's Aurora microreactor takes a different approach. It is a sodium-cooled fast reactor that can flex between 15 and 75 megawatts, run for a decade without refueling, and even use nuclear waste as fuel. Its efficiency is higher, but so are the regulatory and engineering challenges. NuScale has secured over $600 million in DOE cost share awards and signed purchase agreements with utilities like UAMPS and TVA. Its funding gives it more than 4 years of runway at current burn rates. On the other hand, Oklo has built a network of memorandums of understanding with the Department of Defense, Diamondback Energy, and ABB. Backed by Silicon Valley names like Peter Thiel and Dustin Moskovitz, it holds about $683 million in cash, giving it over a decade of runway despite lacking DOE awards. Both companies face common risks: prolonged approvals, supply chain limits, fuel sourcing challenges, and public skepticism. Neither has commercial revenue yet, which means investors are betting on future execution. Here's the bottom line. AI's future will not just be written in silicon, it will be powered by energy. And small modular reactors may be the most overlooked piece of that puzzle. For investors, NuScale is the steadier play with proven technology, government funding, and utility contracts. Oklo is the moonshot, a high-risk bet on breakthrough design and Silicon Valley backing. So the real question is, do you want the safer path, or are you chasing the disruptive upside? Either way, while everyone else is focused on chips, the real power trade for AI may be nuclear. Let us know what you think in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on investing. We'll see you in the next video.